Two blondes, Lindsay and Whitney. He's got a very special dance coming up, and there was Velcro on his shirt. I know
he was
maybe
getting
the sleeves are coming off.
Fever. Remember when I ripped all his clothes off?
Yes. What was that like to do on national television? Rip a man's shirt off.
It was hard. You got to do it really quick. The pants were hard, ladies. Don't try that at home.
All right, well, look, but as we get warmed up for this, let's take a look at this quick little fun package, just to get you in the mood for what you're about to see.
Okay.
Welcome to our threesome. I have... Oh, no. I always get that wrong. Jenna was a very easy choice for trio this week. Oh. Look, the band is back together. I really wanted Keo, but he was not available.
Wait, what? I was available.
So there it is.
I love James.
We love James, and you talked before about James and Calvin's bromance. People want to see them both in the final, but now, right now, we're talking James and we're talking trio. As he said, there was no other choice that he could have made. Jenna helped him out so much for those 2 weeks. Now Shana's back, and randomly, that car is the car that he had the crash in. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's now a show car.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, we revealed that here, so I don't know if anyone else knows that on the main show. So yeah, that is, really special. How's he doing though on the D floor?
He's doing great. Jive is so hard to do, as he said, a threesome. Doing a jive is really difficult, but he's doing a great job. You know, James is doing much better than I think he did in dress rehearsal. He's a performer. I've seen him. He kind of plays it cool during dress rehearsal. I don't know if it's an athlete thing, but he is killing it. He really turns it up when it comes to the performance. And now he does have an edge for this trio/threesome because he has danced with Jenna now for the past couple of weeks and has obviously danced with Sharna. For the other celebrities, they've never danced with the other partner that's going to be a part of the trio.
Wow, that is so cool what he just did. Man.
If anyone can handle a threesome,
yes,
it's James.
It is this man. Yes, exactly. That definitely deserves it. Wow. That was amazing.
That was so good.
Man, wow, I don't know where we start when commentating on that. You can see how happy they are, and it's easy to understand why. I mean, wow, that was something else. And you're so right. Boy, that was different from the dress run.
It was,
I think that
completely.
I was almost thinking, okay, he's obviously going to give an extra level, but that was like a whole new thing.
Oh, totally. I knew that was going to happen because in my note, as I was reading it over, he was off time during dress rehearsal a little bit, but I said he's a performer. He did this like a couple times before, and I was like, oh, it's your little sneaky W.
At this point, man, it is going to be such an incredible race to the finale. Of course, Julianne famously said, we're going to talk to the man that might have a problem with it.
Yes,
who was her
for
partner.
sure. If he doesn't have a problem with it, then
Elio,
he's
of course,
the problem.
is coming up very soon. Another race car driver.
Yes.
Do you agree with that comment that she made? For those that didn't see it or hear it, Julianne basically said he is the best. Hands down.
And she did that on the judges'
Should we
table.
play it? You want to play it? Listen to
might
this.
not even be able to appreciate and recognize the subtleties that you have. You have such, I actually, hands down, think that you are the best male dancer we've ever had on this show.
Wow.
That.
It is
She
a
can never say
big
that
call.
again, though.
Right?
She can't say it.
She can't say
like
it
what
again.
you do to me, she can't do
She
that.
can't do that. No. I'm never going to say it again either. At this point, though, do you agree? I mean, you've been here for 19 seasons. You know the caliber of performers we've had and celebs that have just turned into dancing machines.
You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your pickle, I mean, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a 10,
so
that's a 10 from
me.
Amazing.
You have 3 options there.
Yeah.
But it is different, and I think maybe, you know, with Julianne, when she used to be a pro on Dancing with the Stars, he has similar, you know, moves and technique as some of her other partners did, and I can see why she would say that. So, I mean, she obviously means it.
Let me ask you this, and of course, any celeb that you're put with, you love wholeheartedly.
Really? Who said that?
Do you dream as a pro to getting a partner like this?
You know, yeah, I mean, obviously, you want someone just as cool as James, just as witty, just as sarcastic, such as dirty, and also a great dancer.
Yeah, well,
in that order.
I remember, like, talking to Tony Doppelani. He's coming up here. He's like, sometimes I get the kind of, the people that they're not expecting to go far.
Right.
And when you've got someone like James, you've got that putty to start with. I mean, certainly, it means you're going to have a long run. Putty, you know, like...
Oh, like silly putty?
Clay. Clay.
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah, I do.
Did anyone expect James to be this good, do you think?
No way. No way. I mean, I even talked to Dina Katz, who's the casting director of the show, and she also agrees with me. Like, she had no idea, but clearly race car drivers can quick step.
Let me ask you, because I would have thought them hunched over the wheel the whole time. That,
No.
boom.
There's
And from me, Cheryl and me, it's also a 10.
Yeah, it is.
So
It
it's
is.
4 10s for a total of 40.
Whew.
That's right, but they probably won't count our
They
10.
can care less about our 10.
Of course, we're the unofficial score, but we're gonna
Yeah.
go upstairs. No, actually, no, they're not gonna accept our 10, but
No, they're not.
it's there.
Yeah. And right in front of your face, literally.
Look, perfect score for the 3 of them. They deserve it. Jenna, of course, is having an incredible run.
She
She's
really
got to be
is.
loving it.
Yes, and, I mean, she was a pro.
She was
and
a pro this season. It
unfortunately,
didn't work
yeah.
out with our boy.
Right.
But she's back.
And working it.
Working it. And now we're going to see the big man, Calvin, and the little woman, Tara.
I love her.
Yeah,
and
we
I
love her too.
him.
All right, now we're going to bring in a pro here. I want you to stay around for this, Cheryl.
Oh, I know who he is.
Come on, we're going to bring it in.
This hunk,
Bring him in.
Cameron Matheson.
He's an old pro. Look at this
You
man.
better get
on
over
in here, brother. Good to see you
Look
again,
at
man.
you.
Look at this.
I'll never forget.
Now, look,
Oh.
now,
rhinestones.
Cameron,
Ooh,
good
ooh,
to see you, man. And look, this is a season. We're just talking about how tough it is for these people here to choose who they think should be the winner. But before we do that, let's
Okay,
just
all right.
pump the brakes, okay?
Yeah.
Pump it.
And here's
Let's pump it.
why. Were you around in the era of Cheryl Burke?
More
Was I-
like,
Was,
I mean,
were
I've
you
been
in the
here.
season? I
Are
mean,
there like different eras of Dancing
Yeah.
with the Stars?
Oh,
Because
for
by the
sure.
way, I was totally around.
Yeah,
you were.
We were back in the day together.
she
I mean,
is part of
were.
what they call the Holy Trilogy, which is
We're
Derek,
like the old
Max,
people, but it's fine.
and Cheryl. I mean, they are in the carved into the stone, the wall of
No wonder
Dancing
you
with the
hang out
Stars
here all the
history.
time with him. I mean, this is fantastic.
I have,
incredible.
You know, it's fine. He's acting.
I'm
It's
trying
my
to get
first
you in
time.
there. I'm trying to get you in there,
And
Cameron, as well. I'd
maybe
like to see you
my
in
last. I'm joking. I love it here.
She loves it here.
DWTS All Access.
She's
I do love
changed
it.
to the thing.
I do love it.
How many
Cameron-
times have
you
you
know
won?
he was Superman.
Look, there's the Holy
Oh.
Trilogy.
Oh,
no.
there it
And
is.
they all
There's the
got
Holy
eliminated.
Trilogy.
We got something in common. Yeah. But
Well,
he was Superman. Remember that Superman?
I remember. It was a
Paso
Paso
with
Doble.
the beautiful
Yeah.
Edita Slavinska.
I remember that.
When you talk
If you
about
remember
Oh,
that,
I remember that.
I'll be impressed.
when you talk about moments in your career or in your life that you kind of look back on and go, awesome, was that the Superman,
was one of them.
Superman moment?
That
Gotta
was
be,
one-
right?
Here's the
That was
thing,
memorable.
is that Bruno said to me the dance before that, he said, you look like Superman, but you dance like Clark Kent. And
It's
so
good.
Edita was like,
Is that it? Is that a
Yeah, that's
a
pretty.
compliment,
That's pretty.
right?
That's
no, it was
cold-blooded.
an insult.
I think Clark Kent is hot.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't dance very well.
Well, you know what?
So the next week I came back and I dressed like Superman, and it was...
What do you think?
Fantastic.
Cheryl and I have been reminiscing tonight, and what do you think is the biggest change since season 5? You know, you look at like now, it is such a different show.
It's a totally different show. I mean, for people that watch, I mean, there's so many different levels of it, too. If you just talk... when
This
you-
third level is new.
The third
Yes,
level is all new.
uh-huh.
So the audience in this place, I mean, you jammed in about twice as many people. The props, too. Do you remember back in the day?
Oh, we
there
couldn't
were
even
no
use a
props.
chair.
You couldn't even use a chair on the
No.
stage. Now they're rolling in like race cars and
Yes.
like walls and like things.
Exactly.
I
Lots
mean,
of
those are
glitter.
some big changes.
There wasn't all access, of course. There wasn't any
It
of
It
does.
this.
wasn't all access.
So that-
You
You
weren't
around.
here.
I wasn't here.
I'm
No.
surprised you even know who I am.
Yeah, in the big time. You
You just
kidding me
have
right
the
now?
information. You just
Exactly.
I am fangirling hard. This is a
Exactly.
big moment for me, baby. Big moment. Superman himself.
That's right. At least in my mind. That's how I think.
Well, look, now
We're at home.
now we transition to season 23.
Let's do
okay,
that.
we are transitioning. I'm
Let's do it.
transitioning right
Yeah.
now. Here I am. I'm
Okay,
back.
exactly,
Okay.
I've just
right?
transitioned.
Okay,
and
good.
season 23.
Okay, I'm here too now.
Okay,
Hey,
boom.
I'm
Cheryl,
always around
Okay.
somewhere.
we love. This is Cheryl Sandwich, and here's what.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you, and when I say layman, I mean that as a compliment, because you
Uh-huh.
are a fan. You are here as an observer. You're an audience member in so many ways,
Yeah, I
but
am.
you know the struggle.
I always was, by
The
the way.
struggle's real.
Yes, I know the struggle, yeah.
So I want you to seriously put on your knowledge-dropping hat
Okay.
and drop the knowledge on us. Who's making the final?
Okay.
Which
Wait,
three
as
couples?
you hold, you have
Which
to
three
hold
couples?
this. You got to hold the rhinestone
Thank you.
Kleenex
Boom.
box. Okay,
First of
good.
all, hold on.
Hold
Let
the
me
clean.
fill
And
this.
if you feel
Now,
emotional,
Can
they're
you
ready to go.
tell me how many people are making the finals? I'm a little confused
3.
about that.
There will be 3
Three.
couples in the final. Let's go
4.
upstairs. I can confirm 3.
3. So there's going to be a double elimination tonight.
4.
No, one person will leave tonight. One person will leave on Monday, and the finale
Oh,
will be 3.
the finale.
That is
finale will be
sneaky. All right,
You're
3.
right.
All right. So the 3 finalists are going to be,
Boom. Okay, hold
without a
for
doubt.
it.
I mean, I haven't got Laurie,
Bang.
Laurie and Val.
Laurie and Val.
All right.
Can we get the sound effect?
James and Sharna.
Let's have that. Wait for the sound
wait,
effect. Who do you
Jesus.
think's going to be
Just gotta
first?
fade out.
Who's going to be first?
You want me to do it in order?
Yeah.
Oh, no, see,
Laurie
now
and Val. No.
You just you
No, but
wanted
we
my
need the
top
sound
one.
effect. We need the sound effect. So it's who do you
Okay,
think's
let's
going
just
to be
start it. Laurie and Val.
Okay, wait for the sound effect.
Take home the mirror ball.
Done. Next one.
Just let it hang there for a second. That's nice.
That's good, man.
God.
That one cost us a bit too.
James and Sharna.
Don't take home the mirror ball?
Wow.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
And I
these are
think
the finalists.
these are the finalists.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah, drop it, baby.
Tara Jolie.
And
Yes, I said it.
Oh,
Sasha
my
Yes,
gosh,
I
Logie
said
guys.
it.
neck
And
Let's
farmer.
get in the bomb shelter because he's dropping bombs, man.
You are
That's it.
bomb and
What do you
diggity.
think? You like that?
I do like
That's
that.
huge,
But not in
Cheryl.
that order, right? Not in that order.
Not in that order, in
Okay.
any order.
I mean,
Here's the
honestly,
thing.
it can go
Do
to
you
anybody.
agree? Do you agree? Disagree? Maybe Ryan comes back as a wild card?
No, he can't handle it. He can't handle the freestyle round.
Let me just say this. Jana, I think, deserves to be in the finals.
Yeah.
She was an extra on All My Children back in the day when I was in All My Children, little Jana.
She was.
And I think she's
She's
great.
so
but
cute.
she's been in the bottom 2 the last couple, so I don't think she's
I
going to make the
know.
finals for that reason alone. Otherwise, I would be voting for.
But then
for
you're
Jana.
also saying no Calvin.
I
Megatron.
am.
Now, are you making him feel bad now for what he
I'm
was
just saying, I'm
God,
just talking
you know
facts.
what?
I love
I'm
him.
dropping facts
I
on
love
it.
him.
You
I'm
are
a fan of
dropping it
his.
like it's hot.
I'm just saying that's my call. Listen, it's not me talking.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
the
magic
Kleenex.
Kleenex.
That's what
Magic
happens when you
You
hold
can't
Kleenex,
tell.
that.
It's
man.
not my choice.
knew it.
It's
like,
coming from
I
there.
knew we shouldn't
I
have
get
left it
I
there.
Get it.
Out of my
I get it.
Yes,
I know, right?
wow.
You can't
Me, I
stop
have no
yourself.
control.
Man, I can't even believe this interview feels like it's gone so quickly.
Yeah.
Boom, it's done.
Yeah. Are you leaving?
Snap of
I'm
the
not.
finger.
I
That's,
tell
I
you
actually have
what.
to go to the restroom, so
No.
if you want to take.
Seriously, these trios are so fun, right?
I
Yeah,
have never.
right.
You have never.
Come on, Cameron,
You're
I've
more
known
than
you.
I have.
You know me pretty well.
Yeah,
You know this is the correct side.
right.
Are you kicking me out?
Well, I mean, look, you can hang around for a little bit longer. But look,
I
at
love you
some
guys.
stage-
Listen, look.
I love you.
No.
kiss
Oh
me.
yeah.
Don't
this is-
leave.
I know. I'm still
Well,
trying.
okay.
To, still trying to figure
Good,
this out. Oh, that is so cute, guys. Do it. Kiss. You guys, look at new bromance over here.
This is getting weird.
Hey,
It's a
spread
whole
fingers.
different show. It's a
Okay,
whole
you
different
got to
For
vote
sure.
for him as our new bachelor. No.
What?
Move over, Cheryl.
Wait, sorry, I have swass.
Look at this. You know that's like that's someone's spray tan. But
Right.
Let me seriously. Cameron is the man. But now we need to talk about Tara. Pretty interesting. He thinks Tara can make the final. I wonder how
Yes.
many of you think
Woo.
the same thing.
She
Let
is.
us know at DWTS All Access. This, of course, was 2-man. It's an Artem and a Sasha sandwich.
And an Artem.
And we talked and we
Sorry.
talked. Calm down. Breathe. And we talked about this. Sasha was sort of like he's the brother, and Tara was saying that Artem's kind of like he's the more sexy guy.
For
So,
sure. Did you see
what do you
Artem?
think?
I saw Artem backstage, and I was like, oh, look at you got a tattoo on your neck. And he's like, no, it's just for the show. He is the bad boy of the ballroom, I have to say. We are moving down. It was Tony and Devolani and Max like the first few seasons, but I think Artem is the new bad boy of the ballroom.
Yeah,
Just because he has tattoos.
yeah, it's important. It's so
But he's the
important.
sweetest guy in the
He
world.
really is, but he does drive a motorbike because
He
I've seen him
does.
come into
Ooh,
this.
yeah.
It's a really cool motorbike.
He looks good in leather or pleather.
Big time, chapless. All right, what I'm seeing here now is some pretty good moves. What do you think? It's over now.
I loved it during dress rehearsal, and I loved it even more tonight. Look at Tara is like, I am still dancing. Oh, she is
You
like,
Go,
you better watch out. I'm coming for you.
She's kind of doubling down on doubling down. Do you know what I'm saying?
double
You
trouble.
call that, it's like double down inception.
Oh, no
That's
idea.
what she's doing.
An interception?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Double down. And it's so much, I guess, at
Like
this
blackjack,
point.
double down.
Double down,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm a professional blackjack table
Really?
player.
Really?
Yep. And a table. I'm a professional blackjack table.
Always double down on.
Always double down on a 11.
Boom!
That's right.
Sometimes when the sound goes on,
You know what?
um,
I'm just adjusting.
you know what? We've got Ginger. coming in.
Ginger. She won last season,
No,
right?
she was in top 3.
Oh, shoot. See, that's how I'm a fan. Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to hang around though. What do you, like,
I do have to go.
You can take the headphones off. We're going to get Ginger in, but I want you to hang around, Cheryl, and so does our audience. Wave to them. Don't go too far away, Cheryl. Look, she's incredible. How does she do it? Which means we welcome back Ginger. Keep that music going, guys. Yes. No, up the ante a little bit. It is so good to see you again. Wow. You got to take the bedazzled set. I want you to be reminded. I want this to be a walk down memory lane for you, a reminisce. You came up here so many times. You were such a good sport the whole time. And look, there you are.
This is my happy place.
Yeah, this was kind of like
where I knew everything was going to be okay.
Everyone chilled, and of course, these guys, there was nothing but love.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the judging panel always, but you did so well. You were still here, let's not forget. You were still around for the semi-final week. You know what these guys are going through. Before we get started, we've got to talk Laurie. We've got to talk that package.
Oh my gosh.
We've got to talk. I know that you've interviewed them recently, but as a broadcaster, as someone just to watch that, I mean, our hearts. What do you say? How can you not think that this girl has got this thing sewn up? I mean, the emotion that she showed was
that she showed that she was feeling, and I think that was the beauty of it, is seeing her exposed to another level, because she knows how to do all of this. I mean, her body, and people have been not as fair, I think, you know, at least in the comments about saying, oh, I don't know, she's a gymnast, this and that.
Girls,
it's still ballroom dance. Oh. Hey.
Unbelievable. It's a 10 from me. It's a 10 from me.
It is crazy. Yeah,
look
so
at
I think
both looking amazing, by the way. Is that the same exact material?
I believe it is.
Incredible.
It's probably the same.
It's purple leather?
Yeah,
leather?
purple
I don't
leather.
even know what it is.
Who doesn't wear purple leather?
Purple leather is
Apparently
huge right
it's
now.
him.
I was going to wear purple leather, so I'm glad I didn't.
But I have to finish my thought on Laurie, because I think the judges said it so well. She was feeling inside those movements more than we've ever seen it from her before. And that's tough. When you're 16, like, how much can you get into your, you know, she's had a lot of life experiences we haven't had.
And a lot of pressure experiences.
Right.
In that sense of there's a million people from all different countries, and you're on this huge stage, and you need to make it happen in that moment for those 2 minutes. So that ability to do that would have certainly helped her in that moment. But
at the same time,
then at the same time, she's throwing all this, pouring this emotion. It wasn't like she was kind of robotically going through this. It was just so real, you could feel it.
And
I put that down to Val. I really do.
Oh my gosh,
I think, and you know this man. I think that even this season he has just been such a godsend for her, because she is 16, as you say, and she's certainly capable. There's no doubt. And I think any of the pros would kill to have a Laurie or James. You know, they are incredible. But boy, oh boy, man, he talks on that about making the experience for her special, and boy, I think he's done that tonight.
And leading her to that place. And that's the thing. Right before I knew that he had Laurie, just a couple days before it was like officially revealed, and we were texting and talking about it. And he said, you know, I don't know, but I know I want to make her, and this is what he does to everyone. He wanted to make her the princess that she could be, and the person that she could be, and grow her into this adult. And I think he's never had that opportunity before. We all got to him. We were hard, already like hurt by life, you know.
Yeah.
But she has she has the innocence, but yet these experiences that none of us have ever had. And so, like, on a night like tonight, I thought it was so gorgeous to watch her soul come out, and all of us see that for
and
the
we
first
saw
time.
Val tear up 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was exactly about that. It was about, here is someone that has not been knocked down by the hardships of life. She's got the whole, you know, the rest of her, you know, existence on this earth ahead of her, and she's just as full of life.
And now he's part of her formation, part of who she is, which is a pretty big, moment.
We could literally sit here and talk for 20 minutes about Laurie. We need to talk about you for a little second here.
Oh, okay. Really?
Because I want to pick your brain about this being the semi-finals, and I know that, you know, you're still
It's
watching the
ginger
show.
time.
Remember the graphic we made? I mean, look at that. Because we had that, and we thought we've got to use it again. Because look, I mean,
Don't let
obviously,
that go to waste.
I mean, I know you don't work on a kind of show where they have that kind of graphic.
You know, no, nothing of that sort.
Nothing
to that level.
Of that level,
have I
right?
ever seen.
I mean, this is the production levels on this little thing, right? Unbelievable. But, and look, you get to talk to a lot of these guys each season, but you are sort of a fan of the show, right?
Oh my
and you've been
gosh,
watching
huge.
all that because of Val and the connection there. Doesn't this season feel special in some ways, because there are so many different stories, there's so much emotion, and there's so much The competition, I think, is so close at this point. I think there's so much at stake. 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 votes from these guys can make so much of a difference.
I thought that our season was one of the tightest. I thought everybody's so good. Everybody has such, you know, these people that I was competing against. I'm like, wait a minute, I've never seen a season like this. Well, this season has taken it to that next level. They really are that much better. I'll go ahead and say it. And they're also really good friends, which it's not that we weren't really good friends, but because they're all apart, I talked to Val about this, I think because they all spend time apart, they come back together, they're excited. They have this great camaraderie. They also have that going. But yeah, the competition this week, I remember thinking and knowing that the pressure was huge because these scores, your votes, now determine who's going to take away the mirror ball.
And
in part, I mean, in a large part.
But in your heart of hearts, if you're truly honest with us, weren't you just thinking, if I make the finals week, whatever happens, like to make that is enough? Because you're kind of in every show, you're there the whole time.
Right.
You know, you're part of the experience all the way through. And I think that's what everyone wants, and that's why tonight is so excruciating for someone, because they're not going to quite make it. I mean, they've certainly, and I don't think anyone will walk away not having one of the greatest experiences of their lives. Certainly what they come up here and say is that, yeah, it's special. For Tara wanted to come here and really prove that she's an equal competitor, and she's done that. Calvin wanted to prove he could dance, right? And this guy, his sister was saying this guy can hardly hold a tune. He's in the semis, so...
And I told Tara's one that gives me, James and Tara both give me chills regularly. And I'm not that person. I'm not all that, you know, gushy. And those two, they make me feel. And so I know I can't, everyone says, who do you see? I think Laurie and Val have to take it. I really do. I believe in them and what they've got together, and what Laurie can be for life. But I'm in love with James, and I'm in love with his dancing. That guy is dancing like a pro 4 weeks ago.
And let's just add into that mix there a guy that's had a almost life-ending accident that comes out, and we saw in that package tonight, and if you haven't checked it out, guys, make sure you watch the main show and see it. Incredible. A guy that was in a wheelchair that couldn't walk, come back, not only get back in the car, win races again. So you've got a determination inside him that, you know, is certainly being, like, I guess, accessed.
Right.
In the show. Like, there's something about a drive in that man that is just like, whatever he does, he's going to do. He's going to, and you're seeing it out here.
And we're getting to know him, and that's the beauty of this show. You get to know people just a little bit more, that personality. Again, it's the charm and the commitment. He is so hot because of that. You know, it's not just hot dancing, but hot as and so beautiful as a person. And I can't wait to see what else he does, because he has to make it. Let's make him make it.
Yeah, of course. Now we're trying to get that person to win the mirror ball, and you need to decide that. We're going to do some questions right now, because they're coming in before you take away.
Oh, no,
Do you remember this moment from Periscope last season?
Of course I remember. We had a lot of those moments. Those were moments where we would each have kind of a blonde, what's known as a blonde moment. Val had many of them. I believe one of them was, he was like, so it's a telescope, and we were trying to figure out Periscope. And he's like, is that thing that you look, I forgot. He had it totally backwards. Anyway, I do remember it, and I loved those times that we had together.
Yes, and we're live on Periscope right now, Facebook Live, abc.com, wherever you're watching. Ginger, thanks for coming up.
I'm so happy to be here.
And thank you for being a part of this family. And tonight, the semi-final. I do not want to even be there for this elimination tonight, but we're going to be here.
Is it a single or a double? Do you know?
It's a single.
It is.
Single.
So they're doing a 4-person finale?
Yeah. From what I know is that there's going to be only one person leaving tonight, but who knows with these producers, anything can happen.
I know.
Always a pleasure to see you, though. Thank you so much. Looking amazing. Purple
Thank you all again. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ginger. Big round of applause.
Good luck to everybody.
One purple leather dress wearer will leave. Thank you so much, Ginger, for coming up. And another one will join me, of course, Cheryl Burke. And it is so great to have her here. But look, Ginger, wow. Good morning, America. And along here now to support her. Look, she's getting a photo with Cheryl right now. Cheryl's supposed to be over here with me. But look, it's no big deal. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Right now, we are seeing our trio here that we talked about and we knew was going to be big. Alan and Gleb and Jana, and she was downstairs really preparing for this. That's why she didn't come up here. Of course, she apologized to you guys, and it shows the intensity of this point of the competition. We're at the semi-finals. She, of course, really wants to make it to the end. That, of course, is determined by you guys. She had 2 perfect scores last week. So, look, the judges had their say, and we're about to find out before the show is done what you guys had to say about it. And I know Cheryl right now, of course, has been watching this dance. My purple-dressed friend, the leather, the double leather